You are each a master of what you choose to pay attention to. May 1st, 2013. Well, as I have told you before, humanity is on a roll. The awakening process for you all is proceeding very rapidly indeed, and the loving energy that you light bearers and way showers are demonstrating and sharing is proving extremely effective in helping this process along. Keep it up, because you are doing great work that no one else can do, and that is why you chose to be here at this time. You are to awaken to a great honoring of your most noble and compassionate roles in humanity's unavoidable and inevitable awakening. Just keep releasing all that stuff that keeps coming up for you, seemingly inexplicably. Only some of it is your own, much more of it is of the collective who are still too deeply asleep to release it on their own, and their gratitude to you will astound you. As you allow yourselves to acknowledge that change of an essential nature is taking place, then so will you be able to become increasingly aware of it. It has not been hidden or kept secret. It is just that, to put it bluntly, you have been captivated by the bad news, the disasters and catastrophes prominently broadcast by the news media and have tended to ask, how could God allow this to happen? God does not allow or disallow. He just offers a helping hand so that you can exit the illusory quagmire that has seemingly been holding you captive and involved as observers and fixers in all the unloving activities that are still going on across the world. Take His hand. Focus on love, sharing it, demonstrating it, engaging with it, by looking for and seeing the Christ in everyone, for no one is without the Christ energy. It has just remained unacknowledged and therefore has not been called upon for help nearly often enough. Too much time and energy has been spent judging, blaming, and condemning, instead of looking for the love that is securely anchored in every earth-born living soul. Focusing on love has enormous power. If you could see and understand what occurs when you do just this, nothing else, just this, your amazement would overwhelm you, and you would be unable to understand why you are not doing just this in every moment of your existence. It is what your Father does. And you are reflections of Him, inseparable aspects of Him, eternally one with Him. I cannot emphasize strongly enough the immense power of love. There is nothing stronger. It is as simple as that. Large numbers of you have, at various times, fallen in love. And when this has happened to you, you have been overwhelmed with joy and happiness, and with the way it seems to empower you. You feel not only that nothing is impossible but also very intensely that the love you are feeling must be visible to everyone with whom you come in contact. What you experience as embodied humans when that occurs is but the most infinitesimal sense of what actually awaits you when you awaken into reality and into the love in which your Father embraces you eternally. Love, as you have been frequently informed, is the power, the energy, and the intelligence of creation itself. Everything that exists was created in love, by love for the infinite pleasure that it would then enjoy, basking in and forever savoring the divine embrace in which all is encompassed. So, when you want to achieve something, when you intend to achieve something, the way to do so is to engage with love. You are all children of love. Love is your eternal nature, and it is by engaging with it that all that you could possibly desire not only becomes possible, but actually occurs. By constantly behaving lovingly, compassionately, and generously you are bringing humanity to awakening, although at present many of you are plagued with doubts about whether this is really possible. There is no need for these doubts. Release them, because they only distract you by drawing you off your paths and into all those fearful what-if thoughts that can so effectively bring you to a standstill of indecision and confusion. As humans you have become so conditioned to believe that life is an endless succession of strife-driven struggles that is what you mostly experience. When you engage with hope and with faith in the power of love, of God, unexpected, almost unbelievable, changes happen which relieve that strife. But mostly you do so only momentarily before your conditioning returns you to your old beliefs, and the power and enthusiasm for the wonders of life that was building within you seems to drain away. You become once more weighed down by the daily grind that is the life that so many of you are experiencing. There is an amusing song that many of you may have heard, "Always look on the bright side of life," which is obviously meant as a rather tongue-in-cheek suggestion. Nevertheless, you are each a master of what you choose to pay attention to. You can choose to be an optimist or a pessimist. Moods, which, like the weather, can be seen as good or bad, will flow through your lives and pass on. But when you are tired, it is very easy to cling to and travel with the bad ones, the ones that drag you along with them by worrying or depressing you. With the new energies swirling abundantly all around you, it is now much easier for you to become aware that you have become caught up in a bad mood, and then acknowledge it and release it to flow freely on its way. You do have to make a positive decision or choice to do so, but when you do, the sense of blackness or gloom will lift quite rapidly. So become aware of being aware of moods in which you are apparently enmeshed and choose to let them go. As you do so, remind yourselves that you are divine beings of infinite power, and then intend very determinedly to look on and see the bright side of life. It is always there for you, and it is far more enjoyable than doubting and worrying. Go for it, look on the bright side. After all, that is what your Father is offering you in every moment of your existence. You only have to choose to accept it. Your loving brother, Jesus. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman2.wordpress.com